So I made a video a long time back called "Profiteers Killing Profits." It talks about how people seeking profit jump into the market and they really kill the profit for all the other producers until this balance is struck where there's enough profit in the industry to induce production, uh, but there's not too much profit to curb consumption. And kind of got to thinking about this again since everybody's been talking about two industries, the mortgage industry and the gas and oil industry, and how it's so unnecessary for government to regulate these things because greed is self-destructive. Greed should be left unchecked. Greed should be left unchecked in the market anyway, not morally in our personal lives. But in the market, greed should be left unchecked. And of course, you don't stop greed when you interfere in the market. And really, you don't mitigate its consequences. You just shift it to another area or onto other people. But I've always agreed that oil men are greedy. So, what happens when somebody gets greedy? Now, people that my free market buddies don't get mixed up with what I'm about to say here. But I've always said that it's not the greed of the oil man that sets the price, but yet the greed of the oil man does cause the oil man to set his prices as high as he can within the market that he finds itself in. So if the market will bear it, yes, he will push his prices to the highest price that the market will bear. This doesn't mean he can put any price on that he wants. But within the market, yes, he will push his prices to the highest level possible. And what does this do? Market conditions had been up until very recently to the point where companies, charge $4 a gallon for gas. Now, anybody was free to charge $3.50 or $3 during that time frame. But yeah, most people charge $4 because that's what the market would bear. Well, what happened? What happened? They kept prices high so long under market conditions, but yes, prices stayed high for so long that it created a problem. It created problems in people's budgets. It created problems in the budget of businesses, in the price of consumer goods. Until finally people stop buying those things. People stop producing those things. And with lower production comes lower need for energy, etc., etc. And so what the point I'm driving at is unchecked greed will destroy itself. The profit seekers, blinded by greed, will go on the people's assumption. They overextend themselves. And this is really a function of the market because they go beyond what the market will bear. But they keep pushing until finally people just won't bear it anymore and they stop consumption. Now, if the old man's greed is 20% of the price, or let's say 10% of the price, within that 10%, his greed will cause him to push the price beyond what the market can bear. And he'll really become suicidal, is what I'm getting at. This thing can only sustain itself for so long until it's bound to implode. And that's exactly what happened. Oil prices within the market were pushed so far out, that eventually it caused a backlash. And the backlash came and cut the very people that had extended the price out so far during the times of the good market, when market conditions were favorable to them. And this is what will happen there in any market. If computers are booming, there's a chance for profit. People make hay while the sun shines. They'll make so many computers. Oh man, these computers are just flying off the wall. We've got to make as many of them as possible. We've got to keep up with demand. We've got to supply. And what will they do? They'll flood the market with supply. Housing, same way. And that's the other one I want to touch on right quickly, is the housing market. Houses were cheap, money was cheap, and these developers, mortgages were cheap. These developers went out and they just built everywhere. You see new subdivisions springing up because there was profit in houses. And we have to separate housing industry and the mortgage industry a bit. But mortgages were the same way. People just throwing money around. Profits were good for mortgage brokers. So what do they do? They just threw these mortgages up. Oh, let's get many people in mortgages as we can. You a mortgage, you a mortgage, you a mortgage. Until the market was flooded. And they killed themselves. They could have stopped. They could have been, they could have been restrained. But I believe greed is a basic component of human nature, insofar as it's self-interest. And really, the market is the only thing that punishes greed. The market's the only thing that punishes greed. Because you literally cannot be taken advantage of in the market. In a totally free market, you cannot be taken advantage of. There's no such thing as being taken advantage of. The system really prohibits it. And so when anything's making a profit under market conditions, when things are profitable, they can't just jack up the price and say, oh, I want it to be such and such. When the market is good, when the market has raised the price, that's the point where the greed of the producer will kill himself. And it's done it right now. The oil markets and the housing markets have killed themselves because they show no restraint in the times where the market has legitimately pushed the prices up. And that's the nature of human beings. It's the nature of business, and it's the nature of greed. There won't be constraint because there will be demand by the shareholders, by the owners, or whatever, to maximize profit. And maximizing profit means supplying more of what's in demand. And that will always destroy itself. It will always destroy it. Bring down prices. And now people are swimming in houses. You've got whole subdivisions waiting to be finished out, can't be finished out. mortgages people can't give away.